Evening, everybody. I'm about to hop in here in just a second. Good evening. We're out here. Wow. It's been a crazy couple days. Lots of rumors to go over. Some moves the Dolphins made. Crazy. So I'm just gonna hang out a couple more minutes, see if we can get some people up in here. But if you are watching, you can say what's up in the chat. Let me know you're here. Pardon the coffee break. We might be going on the Finn's tailgate panel if they open it up over there. We'll see where that goes, but yeah, it's been a busy couple days for the Dolphins. They've one second. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm not really sure where the day may take me. Might load up a game, but I really want to come in here and talk a little about the Dolphins and some of the stuff that's gone on. I'm gonna pull up my Twitter if you're not following me there. Yo, what's up, my guy? How you doing? No audio. Uh-oh. Are you sure? It looks like it's working on my end. Hold the phone. Oh, okay. It was just you again. You keep messing with me, dude. It's alright. No, I just wanted to come up and really talk about some of these rumors that are going around. There's a lot of crazy rumors out there too. But I'm just putting the link out in a couple of the places before I get into it. I think I'm probably gonna boot up the Discords and maybe get a panel going. We might hop over to the Finn's Tailgate, drop in with those guys, and get a conversation going. How's it going? How's it going, Ollie? How's your day? How was your Friday? I hate tagging people on Facebook. It never gets it right for me. All right. Just gonna put in one more link to the stream, and then I think we can begin. How are you guys liking the music? Is it a vibe? Is it working for you? It's chill, right? It's a Friday evening, right? Got my coffee. It's just a chill. It's a chill evening. Okay. So I'm gonna boot up the Twitters here, so we can go over some of the craziness, some of the rumors that have been going on. Let me boot up the Twitters. It always takes a second for me to get it up and running. There we go. All right. So a lot of craziness the last couple days. We found out this morning that they restructured Byron Jones's contract. This was a great tweet by Byron Jones here. Restructuring my contract just to have Tyreek Hill burn me every day in practice. Listen, Tyreek Hill's going to make these defensive backs better. I mean, say what you want. He's going to be not only improving our wide receiver room, but he's going to be improving our defensive backs. So here's the deets. They converted $13.25 million of Byron Jones's base salary into a signing bonus. And that's basically going to create about $10 million in cap space for this year. The team also added $750K in cap space by reworking the contract of Clayton Fledglam. With some major recent adds, Miami needs flexibility. So this seems like moves to create space to bring in some more free agents. Now, this is kind of where the craziness gets in, right? Who are they bringing in? Who are they making room for? So I think the general consensus among Dolphins fans is that we wanted a center. We wanted J.C. Treader. And there was some buzz around that, but that kind of shifted really quickly the last couple days. As you can see the picture right here, Tyrann Mathieu very much interested in joining the Dolphins, and the Dolphins very much interested in having him here. I think the concern is he's probably looking for more than the Dolphins are willing to give him, but we'll see. Give me just a minute. Gonna fix the light. Okay, I'm back. My bad. Bay Area. Why do Dolphins fans believe they're getting Deebo? So yeah, let's get into that. Let's go down the line, right? A line of progression. So the first thing we heard was Tyrann Mathieu very much interested in joining the Dolphins. The Dolphins very much interested in him being here. Apparently there's already an offer on the table, but apparently it's for less than what he's probably looking for. So after the Tyrann Mathieu news dropped, then we started hearing news about Deebo, right? Deebo's kind of a guy that the Dolphins have seemed to be interested in all free agency. He's a little bit trickier to get a hold of, obviously, because he's not a free agent. He's still got a year left on his contract. But the reason the Dolphins believe Deebo's coming to Miami is because it's basically based on rumors, right? Deebo really likes Mike McDaniel. Obviously, Mike McDaniel is a big reason why Deebo has the respect on his name that he does. Deebo had the best year of his career under Mike McDaniel, and many people will credit Mike McDaniel for the success Deebo had. So, I mean, it's not totally wild or crazy to think that he would want to play in Miami. There was also the rumor, well, I guess they were photographed having lunch in Miami at some point. I think it was last week. Question to think that Deebo's not interested. Now, where it becomes difficult, right, is what it would take to get Deebo, right? The 49ers have no desire to get rid of Deebo, aside from the fact that maybe they want to get something for him while they can, strike while the iron's hot, so to speak. But realistically speaking, I think the 49ers want Deebo to stay with the team. But the catch is he wants to get paid there, whereas I think the idea is that they think in Miami he may take less to play with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Mike McDaniel, to create this ridiculously crazy offense. I mean, to think that we could have the 4 fastest guys in the NFL on one team between Hill, Waddle, Deebo, and Mostert is got my it's tasty. Okay, so do we really believe that Deebo? I think there's a lot of fans that think it's probably unlikely, right? We just spent a bunch of money on Tyreek, and it seems like Deebo wants to get paid. So I think it's unlikely that we land him, but there's a mutual interest between Miami and Deebo. So that's the Deebo thing. And then we got some kind of craziness last night, right? Where I'll pull it up on the tweeter. Let's see. You may know where I'm going with this already. Tom Brady was suspected to be trying to make his way to Miami. This was basically off of a single tweet from a New England area writer. I don't even know if I can even find him at this point. Basically him saying, don't be surprised if Tom Brady goes down south. And then he basically said, well, look, Gronk hasn't signed with the Bucs yet, and this and that. And basically Twitter went wild with it. It got all over the spaces. People were going wild in the Twitter spaces, and then it got to the YouTube crowd, and it downward spiraled from there. Okay. I know Chris over at the Fins Tailgate's probably over there talking about it. He just posted this picture this morning of Brady and the Dolphins. This makes me a little queasy seeing this, not gonna lie. Tom Brady's not going to Miami, guys. It's never happening. Barry Jackson. What happened? Why did it refresh? I saw the Barry Jackson tweet. This one right here, this came out this morning when everybody was kind of going crazy talking about Brady to the Dolphins. Barry just said, disregard Brady to Miami. There's nothing brewing, right? I trust Barry Jackson. He's not gonna shut something down that he doesn't know for sure is not true. And likewise, he's not gonna put something out that he doesn't know about. Listen, Tom Brady's not coming to Miami. There's no reason to. He came back. He came out of retirement. He's, by all accounts, he's trying to get players to come to the Bucs, right? He got Leonard Fournette to come back. He got their guard to re-sign for less money. Guys are coming back to play in Tampa Bay to play with Tom Brady. There's no way around it. He's not coming here. If he did come here, it would be the biggest FU to every single player that's signed with the Bucs up until now, because by all accounts, he was going to play with the Bucs. He came back to play with the Bucs, and that's that. I know Tom Brady, we like, as Dolphins fans, we kind of like to pick on him because he's not the best sportsman, so to speak. He's very well known for just walking off the field in losses instead of shaking the other team's hand. He has no problem shaking team's hands when he wins, the opponent's hand when he wins, but there's very well known for just walking off the field and being a poor sport, chucking stuff. I know there's a lot of other guys in the league that get a lot of crap, like DVP, like Antonio Brown, right? They get called divas because they're a little outspoken, but nobody really ever calls out Tom Brady. I'm not going to speculate why, but I'll give you a few guesses of why they don't treat Tom Brady the same way they do some of these wide receivers. Tom Brady's absolutely a diva on the field. But what Tom Brady is not is he's not a a bad teammate. Tom Brady is highly regarded amongst his teammates, very much so beloved by his teammates, because he goes out of his way to take care of them. I mean, you can look at the Antonio Brown situation, and just about any player that's come through. Tom Brady's kind of always been known to be a great teammate and a great friend. I highly doubt that he would jeopardize that image of him just to come to Miami to stick it to Bill Belichick for a year. It doesn't make it sound. It's again, I was somebody who was on the potential of Watson coming to Miami trade or talks, excuse me. You know, and even those were bordering conspiracy theory levels of crazy. Okay, I've been known to dabble in conspiracies a little bit. This is beyond conspiracy theory level stuff. Listen, I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's so ridiculous to me. Tom Brady's not coming to Miami. Okay, we can end that there. So we covered Deebo, we covered Brady. I think we touched on Tyrann Mathieu. I think at the end of the day, he'll end up in Miami. He obviously wants to come, but you know, the money. I think he realizes it's kind of at the end of his career, so he's kind of having to choose: do I take the money? Do I go to a team that's maybe not a contender and try to make whatever I can at the end of my career here, or do I try to compete for a little less money, but be part of a contender? Because Miami at this point is absolutely a contender, especially in the AFC East. You see teams like the Patriots and the Bills that have really only gotten worse. This free agency, the Bills could very well be losing Stephon Diggs this offseason. It doesn't look like he's going to be back, and that's a big hit to that Bills offense. And there's not a lot of guys unless they make a big splashy trade. And at this point, like, who's bigger than Tyreek Hill or Devontae Adams, right? You know, he's not getting Parker. We're not going to trade Parker to the Bills. So there's not a lot of options left. The Patriots haven't really improved drastically. I don't really believe in Mac Jones. He's kind of a game manager type quarterback at the moment. We don't talk about him that way. I don't know why. You know, he's basically a lower ceiling version of Tua Tagovailoa, if we're being honest. But neither here nor there. So that, I guess, leads us to the last kind of big crazy talking point. Oh, I do want to touch on JC Tretter because he is a guy that the Miami Dolphins have been targeting and the Dolphins fans have been wanting to get. And there have been reports, and Barry Jackson's been another one that's talked about Tretter. Miami's not pushing really hard for Tretter, and I think it's money related. Obviously, we're now a little bit more strapped, and they could be trying to clear cap space for him to try to offer him something better. But let's see if I can find the Barry Jackson tweet. He basically said Miami's kind of out of it at the moment for JC Tretter. There's not a lot of movement there. Take it for what it's worth. In free agency, you never know. We could be out of it today, in it tomorrow, but JC Tretter's kind of seems like he's maybe not all there for the Dolphins. The last one, and it's the one that's kind of been the most under the radar, but the kind of the most scary, or the kind of the most the craziest rumor that doesn't necessarily have legs at the moment, but it's not totally crazy or so far out there that it's unbelievable, and it's the potential, maybe not this offseason, but potentially next offseason, if things don't work out for Tua, there could be another quarterback on the Dolphins' radar. This is something that's been kind of circling in the spaces. We talked about a little bit on the YouTube side, and that's the potential of a man named Lamar Jackson ending up with the Miami Dolphins. And it's a little crazy, right? But Stephen Ross is very hungry and eager to build a championship caliber team. If things don't work out with Tua Tagovailoa, next year is going to be the year that they probably move on. You have to, right? After building this team, if he doesn't produce, if we're not a playoff team, if we're not contending for AFC championships, okay, they have to move on from Tua. And Lamar Jackson's a guy that's a little unhappy in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson's a guy that could fit really well this offense. He's a guy that Ross has been heard talking about in the past. And there's been some rumors circulating in different circles. Take this for what it's worth, guys. It could be nothing, but it's out there. Lamar Miller wants to get paid, though. So it's going to come down to, now we're really a competitive team potentially with the weapons we have, with the assets we have. Does a top tier player like Lamar Jackson or Deebo Samuel or Tyrann Mathieu or J.C. Treader, are they willing to take less money to play in Miami? This is kind of the crux of the whole situation we're at now, because we don't have $70 million to spend anymore. After Tyreek Hill, after Teron Armstead, we're a little strapped. Now, I'll be the first one to say I think the salary cap is a myth. We saw it today that we very quickly cleared up about $10 million in cap space by just converting some of Byron Jones's contract to a signing bonus. So we can make the numbers work, but it just becomes more difficult, and you have to kick the can further down the road. Things get a little sketchy, okay? But those are all the rumors kind of that have been going around, that have been circling. Whether or not any of them amount to anything, who knows? The Deebo thing, let's rank from least likely to most likely, okay? Tom Brady, he's not coming, guys. Tom Brady's not coming here. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your panties in a bunch. You know, because there's two types of Dolphins fans. There's ones that's like, yes, get him here so we can win a Super Bowl. And then there's another side of the fan base that's saying, I don't want Tom Brady, you know, within reaching distance of the Miami Dolphins, right? They wouldn't accept a Super Bowl if Tom Brady was the quarterback of the team that won it. I mean, I don't care if we win a Super Bowl. I don't care who's the quarterback. I don't care if Dan Marino comes back and wins us a Super Bowl, you know, and he's throwing, you know, 1 yard checkdowns every play. If we win a Super Bowl, we win a Super Bowl. I don't care if they could bring Mark Sanchez in. They could bring in Tim Tebow. They could bring in just about anybody. If we win a Super Bowl, I'll take it. You know, we had this conversation this morning with the on Clock Blockers with Stephen D. Would you take a Super Bowl if you knew you would not have any draft picks and you would be a losing franchise for the next 10 years? Would you take one Super Bowl? And they asked me that, and my answer was very easy. That answer is yes. I will take one. He said 2 Super Bowls. I'll take 1 Super Bowl if it means to just be bad for 10 years. We've been bad for over 20 years, okay? I know what it's like to be bad. We haven't won a playoff game in 20 years. I want a Super Bowl, guys. I don't want to be the Sox, right? I'm not trying to sit around for 90 years and wait for my team to win a Super Bowl. It's my money and I want it now. So, Anyways, I'm gonna hang with me here. I'm gonna kind of go check if there is what the Finns tailgate is up to. If they got something going. No. Let's see. Guys, I think I kind of want to play a game. I don't know. I was hoping to hop in on one of these panels. We could hop in and give our hot takes in there. Let me check. It's quiet. Everybody's out tonight, man. Everybody's doing stuff. Are you still there, Ollie? Can I? Is there anybody out there? So, hang tight with me, guys, for just a second, I promise. Let's give me a second here. I'm gonna set something up here. Hang tight. Hang tight. My phone is blowing up. I like crazy. Okay. So let's queue up some stuff here. um, sorry, I gotta step away for just another second. Apologize.